Conan O'Brien, welcome back to the Today Show.
Thank you very much for having me, Jake. Appreciate it.
It's been a minute.
Has it?
Conan O'Brien made his debut on the Today Show in 1993. The ride of a lifetime just beginning. He'd been a virtual unknown a week prior when he was named the next host of NBC's Late Night.
And I'm thrilled.
O'Brien called it a dream come true for a young comedy writer who had never been on TV before.
You know, I can be a crop duster if this doesn't work out. You know?
Do you remember what it felt like to be that guy?
I remember it so well. I'll never forget. It kind of is probably how a lobster would feel if it was alive but didn't have its shell. And pretty soon after I debuted, a lot of people said this man should go away and never be heard from again. So the fact that I'm still here and that you're talking to me is, I think, a good sign.
It's been 32 years since that moment. What have those 32 years been like for you?
They've been jam-packed with incredible highs, some really dark lows. But I wouldn't change a thing.
Accepting one of comedy's biggest awards, the Mark Twain Prize, in a star-studded special now streaming on Netflix.
The idea, if you had told me in 1993 that David Letterman is going to hand you an award in Washington, I would have said that's just not possible.
O'Brien's Late Night would overcome a rocky start to become a favorite of critics and viewers alike, staying in the chair for 16 years. A much-heralded move to host The Tonight Show, ending after just 7 months.
Nobody in life gets exactly what they thought they were going to get.
The disappointments are part of the ride, and they're an essential part of the ride.
There's no Debbie here, man!
The ride was far from finished. First a nationwide comedy tour, a cable talk show on TBS, then a hit podcast interviewing guests from the comedy world and far beyond, and 2 travel shows. Going to great lengths for laughs in the second season of Conan O'Brien Must Go, now on Max, traveling the globe to meet his international fans in person, plus some celebrity friends.
I prefer the joke to be on me. It almost feels like a kind of diplomacy to say, hi, I'm an American, and you're free to find me ridiculous.
The last year full of some of the highest highs and lowest lows for O'Brien. He lost both of his parents within 3 days of each other in December. That grieving period interrupted by LA's Palisades fire, burning right up to his home's backyard in January, as O'Brien was preparing to host the Academy Awards, which he and his team wrote in this very room.
I get a lot of solace out of being in a writer's room. So, in a way, it was good therapy. And I wish my parents had been able to see the Oscars, but they got to see a lot.
His wife and children by his side at the Kennedy Center as he accepted the Mark Twain Prize. Comedy's biggest stars oscillating between merciless roasts and heartfelt tributes to O'Brien's legacy.
Conan O'Brien, you're my hero.
O'Brien reflecting on the legacy of Mark Twain.
Twain was suspicious of populism, jingoism, imperialism, the money-obsessed mania of the Gilded Age, and any expression of mindless American might.
And I thought it was important to make that point because this is a democratic experiment, and we have to make sure that the values that we're most proud of in America are preserved.
Whether traveling the world for his show or brainstorming right here in his writer's room in Los Angeles, he's still doing it his way and not slowing down yet.
I think I have something in me that's kind of insatiable, and I like to make people laugh. I get a lot of joy out of making people laugh. And when we wrap this up and go and get coffee next door, if I can make the person at the counter laugh, I'm happy.
I got to tell you, Conan was so generous with his time. He was so welcoming to our entire team. He is a stand-up guy. And by the way, you guys, there is more of our interview with Conan ahead in the 3rd hour and on Today.com. And by the way, you can catch our entire conversation. I think it was something like 45 minutes long on the Today podcast. Just look for it wherever you download yours, you guys.
It was a great conversation.
Yeah,
I'd love to listen to that all day. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it.
It seems like he's in a sort of a reflective era in his life.
I think when you get a Lifetime Achievement Award, you know, that's the moment.
I mean, it's kind of interesting to think of Conan, and rightfully so, as an elder statesman of comedy.
Yeah. But I love his story because it's really one of resilience. Yeah. You know, you have that big, embarrassing, you know, rejection, and then instead he didn't go crying off and never be heard from again. he reinvented himself, and it's pretty incredible.
He's terrific. I just love him. All right.
And he loves you, so call him back.
I'm going to call him back. I promise. Honest, Conan. No, I'm not going to call you. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.